I just want to say that pronunciation is probably one of the most difficult part of English. So I hope that you guys can make a lot of efforts to improve it. And if there's something difficult or hard about it, just find someone to help you. That is my tip.
Hello everyone, it's Dan here.
It's Andy.
And in this video today, we're gonna share with you guys some tips to improve your pronunciation. So in this video today, like I said before, I want to share with you guys some tips to improve your pronunciation, because I think that is very important for all of you if you want to improve your spoken English in the future. So Andy, so tell us more about how do you train your pronunciation?
Honestly, I consider myself a self-study guy. Especially my pronunciation, I self-study my pronunciation a lot. In my free time, I often watch a lot of TV shows, and then when I listen to the speakers in the TV shows, I often try to copy the way that they pronounce words, and gradually my pronunciation just improves, and my pronunciation got more natural and more close to the native speakers.
Yeah, because I see a lot of videos that you made before, and you got really great pronunciation, and not so many people in Vietnam can have that pronunciation good like that way. So can you share with us about in the beginning, how do you learn? Is this about the IPA, or how do you train yourself at the beginning?
So basically, whenever I see a word that I don't know how to pronounce, or even words that I thought I know how to pronounce, I will try to look it up in the dictionary, to look up the phonetic transcription, like the IPA, things like that, in order to know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
And then and then when I watch some TV shows, I will try to repeat the whole sentence and repeat it again and again to copy all the intonation and everything in a sentence. Honestly, when I first started learning English in high school, my teachers were the ones who showed me how to pronounce words. But at that time, I only learned the IPA and the phonetic transcriptions of words in order to pass the university entrance exam. Because I took the university entrance exam to banking academy. But after I got into university, my pronunciation improves, mostly because I self-taught myself.
Talk more about that. Like, how do you learn? How do you practice your pronunciation at home?
I think I have a habit, which is talking to myself a lot. Whenever I'm at home, I always, talk to myself. I often think in English, and then I say it out loud. For example, if I have to go somewhere, I will say it out loud that I need to go somewhere, things like that. So basically, I talk and I think in English at home a lot. But also, it's not just about speaking, but English pronunciation can also be improved if you listen to a lot of TV shows. Like I said, in the past, I watched a lot of TV shows, but now I never stopped that habit. I always watching TV shows whenever I have free time at home, and my pronunciation honestly still has a lot of weaknesses and mistakes, honestly. But I try to watch many TV shows every day, at least 20 minutes, in order to improve myself.
Okay, you did mention about a method in your channel, about a shadowing method to improve not only pronunciation but also about our ability to speak English. So can you share with us more about that, and how did you do it? And can you share with us about the way that we should do it at the beginning?
It is not really something difficult. Shadowing method is basically just copying the way that speakers say in some English video, something like that. So let's take Friends, for example, my favorite TV show of all time. I watch one episode of Friends for many times in order to know exactly what the speakers are talking about, and how they pronounce words, and how the voice goes up and goes down, something like that. So when you try the shadowing method, try to watch the show as many times as possible in order to really understand the way that speakers pronounce words and say things,
and copy them,
right?
and try to say, try to speak, to say it exactly
like they do.
Like they do. Okay.
Exactly. Just like that.
Okay, so do you need anything like a smartphone to record your voice and try to fix it yourself?
Oh, actually, in the past I was kind of a shy kind of guy. I could not even look at myself in a camera. So at that time, all I did was recording myself with my smartphone using the voice memo, and after I speak, I will listen back to the recording to see if there's any mistake that need improvement.
Yeah. When I was in my university, I also practiced my pronunciation by using a smartphone. I record my voice and I send it to some kind of my friends who are really good at speaking English.
Right.
So they can fix it for me, and that's the way that I practice my pronunciation. But I am not so sure about my pronunciation. So right now, but a lot of people, they said that my English is so clear and they understand.
It is. It is, because I was getting ready to say, as you were speaking, even have an accent, because we know that accent plays a very important key into when you're learning a language, and especially when you're learning different languages. Because I have gotten, all the time, well, you may have a southern accent or you may have a northern accent. It just depends on the area and where you live, and how some people, when they communicate, how they express or how they pronunciate certain words. And so just listening to you, it sounds like 4 years have done you great, because I can clearly, even though I do hear the Vietnamese accent, because I had a Vietnamese friend, so I'm very familiar with the accent, and so I can understand you very clear. I would say 90% clear. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, I get it. I mean, I consider myself a quite good English speaker, but honestly there are a lot of mistakes in my speaking that I do not even know about. So obviously we need someone to help us fix our mistakes in pronunciation.
Yeah,
that is true.
Absolutely. I agree with that. So in this video today, I just want to do this video with Andy about pronunciation, and I hope that this video can be a good video for you guys to keep moving on with your English, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. I will make more videos with Andy here to share with you guys some tips and tricks to learn English. So do you want to say something with my viewers?
I just want to say that pronunciation is probably one of the most difficult part of English. So I hope that you guys can make a lot of efforts to improve it, and if there's something difficult or hard about it, just find someone to help you. That is my tip.
Okay.
Don't learn English alone.
Yeah. Goodbye and see you guys next time.
I'm Andy from 5 Minutes About IELTS.
Subscribe.